I'm not sure why that wasn't recording. So in case I got missed, the players managed to kill about 7 of the ghouls, but then a glowing one detonated its glowing ring blast, bringing 3 of those dead ghouls back to life. We're still surrounded in the hallway.
All right, for all you future video game makers out there, screw anime.
Okay. You get on the horn, and you start screaming for help.
I've been on the horn since the damn thing's popped up.
One for you, one for him.
Shit.
And one for Etta. Maybe have lower than an ace.
I have a joker for Veronica.
Would you like to go first?
Yeah, she's gonna light him up.
Okay. With the Joker, you have a +2 to act, and all your totals are also +2.
Screw the
you do
spirit,
damage,
she's just gonna
you add 2. You're just going to dump the clip?
Yep.
Okay, I need you to roll 6 dice. I need you to roll 6 dice equal to your firearm skill.
Say it again.
Yeah. Fucking civilians.
Yep.
All right, so hear me out.
6 dice.
6 dice equal to your firearm skill. Are you putting this all
One of the most military-minded civilians
Sorry,
ever
I
met.
just
I know. I'm just fucking with it.
Okay.
I've been reading a lot of fan fiction
Yours
lately, and it just bugs the hell out of me.
Okay, so as I was trying to say for the 4th time, this time interrupted by my wife 2 or 3 times,
Military.
you're going to roll a number of dice equal to your firearms die. What's your firearm die?
It is a D6.
So you're going to roll 6d6. All right. Are you putting all this fire into one ghoul, or are you spreading it out?
Spreading it out amongst the ghouls.
All right, so you're spreading out one per target, I assume. Wildfire automatically has a -4 to hit. The darkness adds another -2, making -6. However, they're at point blank range, so I'm going to take away 2 from the darkness. You need 4s. You're fighting against their dodge, which unfortunately is actually a little high, which is 9. You need a total of 9s to hit.
And there's the
But because of the Joker, we lowered that by 2, you need 7s.
7. Okay.
You need 7s to hit.
Do I add my wild die to that?
You add your wild die, but your wild die is rolled separately because you're... If I can have it for a second.
Oh, yeah, I agree. The thing is, he's behind us. And we're having
You
to-
roll your wild die, but you roll it separately, and you add your wild die to each individual dice total to hit.
We can turn around and deal with it. Because to be perfectly honest, the major threat is behind us, not in front of us.
Got 1 explorer.
But we can't turn around and face it until we
Okay.
Now, which one's your wild die?
That's the wild die.
That's the wild die? Alright, so roll this and add it to your exploder.
Yeah, that's the problem, though, is that how we deal with the ones in front of us, we can't turn around and deal with it.
Okay, so Veronica pops up out of the water, fans the hammer on her weapon, and just lights up everything in front of her. She does pretty well, actually. Hit, 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 hit. So she gets 6 hits. I want you to roll 1 damage.
Okay. I'm using
Make this simple.
the M4. What's the damage on the M4?
That's 2d8 plus 2.
M4 doesn't have a...
Oh, hell.
The M4 is not a pistol, it's a carbine.
Whatever.
You're using your Colt.
We'll let it go for right now.
I'm using lamp 4.
Well, she has an M4.
We'll let her
She
use.
doesn't
We'll let her use
use
the
it.
M4. We'll let her use the M4 for right now. She wildfires this hallway.
She does have an M4.
Yeah, she has an
It's
M4, and
follow-up,
she hadn't used it before because she had a Colt, but she's using it now because,
Okay.
you know.
Solid
Yeah.
weapon, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's, how many times are we rolling this?
You're rolling once for me.
Okay.
Come on, Veronica.
8 total?
8 total. Okay.
pretty
So to
good.
make this simple, I'm going to start at 8 and just add 2 for each one. But because it's Joker, that's actually 10. So the first
Okay.
one takes 10, the second one takes 12, the next one takes 14, 16, 18, on up the line. Okay? They're all dead.
She just...
You have literally just cleared the entire hallway before us. You hear the weapon go click, click, click. As you're out of ammunition, you've wasted the entire magazine to do a wildfire.
Okay.
And then you hear something go, psst, pow, boom.
What's that?
The entire area just got lit up with flame. Everybody makes a vigor roll plus wild die against a target of 12. If you fail, tell me.
Body armor's not going to protect us?
Nope.
Vigor roll plus what?
The whole hallway in this area just caught on fire.
Oh, yay.
Vigor plus wild die.
Plus wild out. 6, 6.
Haha! Made it. Not only that, I stacked. Alrighty.
Veronica got a 6.
Oh.
17.
If I roll a 6, what if I roll 2 6s?
Then you keep rolling.
You keep rolling.
Oh!
And you roll another 6.
6, 6, and 3.
Boom,
Do I roll
snake
again?
eyed.
Okay, so hold me out. I've had so much going on here because everybody's talking at once and loudly. I don't know what everybody actually scored.
I know what I did.
Matt, what was your total score?
17.
All right, so Matt has a 17. So Matt's over the 12 mark. Matt's character is not damaged. Do you have a?
Okay. The first roll was 2 6s. The second roll was a 6 and a 3.
I just need the total, Ray.
6, 12, 18, and 21.
So your character's not damaged. You're also not caught up in the flames.
Veronica got a 6.
Veronica gets fried.
And Boom snake-eyed.
Boom gets fried. He takes extra damage.
Yay.
All right. Then I need to roll for Etta.
Oh my god. That ain't good.
Etta fails it. I need to roll for all the extras.
I don't still have a
And they're all bummed.
Oh, that's fine.
So they'll score that high. They're bummed.
Watch them all pass. Watch with my, like I roll a bunch of 8s.
Ah.
Nope. Not for that question.
Okay. So, the flames detonate. Apparently the area was full of gas.
Oh, jeez.
Woof! The fire comes off when you're pressing on the firing pin of the weapon. It ignites the gas.
I cleared out the ghouls at least.
And forced on the cameras.
Ronnie takes 15. What's Ronnie's toughness? No armor applied because this is a full area attack.
5.
She's a 5.
Ronnie
Ronnie takes 2 wounds. So parts of you are burned and scalded.
It's a area attack because it's fire and it says, oh, no,
Boom, however, took double that.
She's got a toughness of 7, though. She's a little better than Ronnie.
Otherwise, fireproof suits don't work.
Boom's toughness is 7, you say?
Yep. Is she dead?
Yep.
She's really hurting.
I need a stim pack. Stat.
Boom takes a total of 4 wounds. So taking into account the shaken and the 3 phantom wounds, she's down to a lightly wounded. So basically, we look at Boom and her whole chest and face, she's like all scalded up. If we don't put a stim pack on her soon, we're risking infection and other secondary things from the environment. Now the other ghouls get to roll.
Do they take damage from the flames?
It's fire. Yes, they will if they fail.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is why you should bring care of it in games.
Oh, the brownies.
I know. Makes you kind of droozy.
All but the glowing one become crispy critters.
Okay, yeah, that's the only I get.
Yeah, but the thing is that he is now the only target in the entire environment.
Good.
The 2 other extras are gone.
Oh well. I knew it was now at least they're cannon fodder.
Here's your last glowing one. All the other ghouls have hit the ground. All right. Does anybody have lower than an ace? Ace of hearts? What kind of ace do you have?
Oh, they said lower than.
Yeah.
No,
I've got a queen of spades.
So the ace goes next. All right. So the ace is the glowing one. He goes, does his boom thing again.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, really.
That's what you gotta get him, man.
Everybody takes 6 more rads.
Crap.
We'll do a rad count at the end of the encounter, make sure no one's too sick. And you only manages to resurrect 1 ghoul.
Yay!
Anybody have lower than a 3?
Nope.
Okay. That ghoul he just resurrected comes out and will attack. Goes after Bert. And does not hit Bert. He goes from behind.
He's just flailing.
Okay, at this point, since all the ghouls have acted out, and we're just to the players, what do the players wish to do?
Not Veronica. Boom's gonna go after that glowing one and kill him. Because this is getting really annoying.
Boom goes after the glowing one, even though
She
she's
does not want to
wounded.
be fried again.
Alright, Boom, give me an attack roll.
Sorry.
Melee, plus your wild die. Target to beat the glowing one.
You realize you're
It's a
already on
7.
fire. You might as well just shoot the fucker.
Yep.
She doesn't have a gun out though. She's
Yeah,
got-
Boom's a melee character.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's melee. I don't like guns that much. Really?
I love guns.
3? Seriously?
Guns are cool.
A 3.
So Boom gets up there, swings at the glowing one, hits it, it turns its jaw. It kind of looks at her like, what was that?
Yeah, she's kind of wondering about it
Bert?
too.
I'm gonna shoot the motherfucker that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Deal with the motherfucker in front of me.
You still have the boar spear in hand, you have no motherfucker in front of you.
Well, then I'll fucking kick it in the nuts with a damn handle, whatever.
So if you look at the board, as I said, the only bad guy is over there with Boom. So you're going to walk over here and attack him?
No,
That's the
I
plan?
said deal with the fucker attacking me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. You have someone behind you.
Yeah.
You said in front of you, and it threw me off there for a second. You do have a ghoul behind you.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Behind me, actually.
Go give me an attack roll. Since he was behind you, there's a -2 to hit it, so his parry is going to go up from being a 6 to an 8.
Well, thanks to rolling a 4 on there, I did actually meet 8. Barely.
You hit him.
Yep.
All right. Roll damage. D8 plus 8 for your strength. Oh, D8 plus your strength.
Ow. What was that for?
Now it's being complication in my life. A beautiful, wonderful complication.
David, what was that? Crap, I have to re-roll that one. I don't know what it was.
You get it?
Oh, I got it. Because actually, I'm glad I re-rolled that. Okay. So I had an 8, and then I tried to roll again, and I fumbled it. I didn't know what it was. Let's say I rolled another 8 and a 2, so that's a 10 off of, so that's a 18 off of that, and 3 off of that.
It's squelched.
So I need a total.
So 18 plus 3 is 21.
21.
I'm
Thank you.
dyslexic with numbers, dude. It's easier.
21
for me to
minus
do it.
21 minus 7 brings us down to 14. Yes.
That was damage. Yeah.
All right. So first 4 from 14 would be one success. Then 8 would be 2. 12 would be 3. 16 would be 4. So you do 4 wounds of damage to it. It only had the capacity to take 1. Not only does Bert skewer it, take him with the shaken, he manages to bisect it somehow. He like tears it in half with his boar spear, and it falls to the ground in 2 pieces, unable to be resurrected.
Well, that's good.
Okie dokie. Father Santiago,
Who's left? The glowing
the one glowing one.
I'm gonna M4 it to death.
Okay, you do have Boom between you and her. There's a chance you might hit Boom.
And Boom is pretty raw.
She's a little scorched right now.
So
Yeah,
could
she-
one move to sidle around and then
I'm
another
trying to move to a better position?
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Go ahead and give me it. Don't roll any 1s.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't roll any
No, I'm serious, because
ones.
even if one of the dice is a 1 and the wild die would make it more, it doesn't matter. They base bystanders by 1s. Where he
So,
was, I was doing
yeah.
for any 2s or lower. Where he is now, if he rolls any 1s on the dice, he might hit her.
So I'm rolling my D6 and
Your D6 for your firearms and a D6 for the wild die. Don't roll any 1s. And please God, don't roll any snake eyes.
please don't say that.
No pressure at all.
No pressure at all, dude. No!
Really? Did you roll
Why?
some dice?
Why?
Oh, no, he rolled a 3.
Why? You have to jinx me like that.
As I said, if any of the dice come up 1s, there is a chance Boom gets hit. If it's a snake eyes, she's automatically hit.
Right, so there's a chance.
So there's
Yeah,
not
but
a chance
the
that
issue,
she's
you know,
hit.
you possibly hit Boom, but you still didn't even hit the fucking...
That's what I was. I'm not so worried about Boone. I'm worried about not hitting the glowing
Oh,
one.
gee, thanks.
Boom! One goes right between Boom's shoulder blades. Roll damage.
Really?
Yep.
I have a...
Roll damage, Father
7.
Santiago.
What do I roll?
You're rolling, it's an M4 if I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Roll badly,
2d8 plus 2.
please.
2d8 plus 2.
Otherwise,
2d8 plus 2.
otherwise you kill her, she's gonna come back and haunt your ass.
Now I'm gonna roll high. Watch.
Yeah,
Fuckers.
and he did.
What's the total?
11.
11 plus 2 or 11? What do you
11
have on the
plus
dice?
2.
11
He
plus
has
2,
a-
so we have a 13.
Mm-hmm.
What's Boom's armor on her torso?
Great question. 4/3?
4/6, so we had 4 to her toughness. Her toughness is a...
7?
So that's 13. You tied it. Boom eats one in the back. Boom goes to being shaken, losing her turn.
Thank you!
Okay, that's better than getting your.
Second roll, because you were firing more than once, weren't you?
Right. Yeah.
Hit me again and she's gonna kill ya!
Yeah, and I won't even stop her.
Take 1 point off the ballistic protection of Boom's torso, by the way.
6.
6 to hit him. All right, you have a shot. Give me your damage.
You got it. Roll damage.
Okay, so that's die.
Round's
8.
gonna catch you in the chest.
Die 8.
10.
That's 2.
Oh,
12.
12.
That was enough to kill it. All right, so the party is panting from the ambush. The flames
Sorry,
die
Boom.
down. Boom ate one in the back from a friendly. She feels the armor crack. She sees a small crack in the back plate.
He's down.
She's gonna smack him inside the head and then stim pack herself.
And you got 5 dead extras laying in the muck.
Head pop him.
You mean
Doesn't work like that.
So then come back as ghouls.
This isn't the zombie apocalypse. It doesn't work like that.
I know. I had to crack the joke though. Come on. you know you had to.
So, I was actually hoping that ambush would take place a little later. Where did my pen go that I was writing with?
This one?
Yes. No.
The one I saved off the
It's
board
black.
before the dog ate it?
So, at this corner, you had a stairwell here that actually kind of rolled around and gave you an overlook of this area. These filter off this way.
Has Chico shown up yet?
She'll be showing up soon.
He has a slow response time.
Shit, no kidding.
There's a door there to a storage area. The stairwell was actually back here.
I figured
Came up
as
and
much.
coming over.
I figured as much, but
All right, so the party proceeds through the tunnels. I need stealth and notice rolls. Yes.
Stim pack heals how much?
Stim pack heals 1 automatically. You make a medicine roll. If you get a raise, it'll heal 2.
If I don't have medicine?
Then you're rolling not at all.
Okay.
Because you have to have the skill to make that one work.
So
He does.
I had this
So
mark off
stealth's
for
under
Boom.
what?
She
No,
did a
you have
stim
medicine.
pack,
You
so
can
I'm
help
just
out
taking
Boomer.
this off here.
and if you help her, maybe
Right.
she won't kill
You
you.
take off that
What's
one
that?
wound, and you still have all
I
the
do have
phantom wounds
medicine.
and the shaken that
That's
have
what
to
I
be.
said.
Well, the shaken no longer applies, but you have the phantom wounds that need to be healed.
I have medicine.
Should she just do another
He
stim
has
pack?
medicine.
The father comes over to you with a stim pack in hand. Trust me! Let me stick you with a sharp metal object after I've stuck you in the back with a lead one. Roleplay that. I want to hear that.
I've got a stim pack.
You gonna actually stick it in the right place?
Oh yeah.
Because your skill with a gun doesn't exactly give me a lot of confidence there, buddy.
Let me make it up to you.
Better.
Do I have to roll for that?
Yes. You gotta roll. It's a skill. You gotta roll medicine.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
D8.
He's 11. Okay.
Oh god,
What's
please
my
don't
notice?
roll one.
Oh, she'll kill you if that happens.
12.
So
So you got
automatic
12
heals
on
one wound,
notice.
what you're rolling for is to see if you can make it heal another.
So what do I need out of a D8?
Target number is 6.
And the stuff's a 9.
Wow, really?
D8 plus your wild die.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that.
He's got medicine, thank God.
12.
You
Roll
heal
an
2.
actual 8 too, so you can keep
So I
adding.
get what?
Oh, yeah, so
You heal just back 2.
Okay. So I just
There you
have
go.
one phantom.
17.
Yep, 17. Yep.
See? Told you can trust me.
Yeah, he healed her. And not only that, he gave her a nice little dose of plastic surgery, so she's even better looking now than she was before.
There you go.
Okay, well I won't kill you in your sleep now.
Thank you.
He'll kill you in your way.
And I killed the fucking glowing one, so.
Yeah, he did kind of nail the motherfuckers and nail her so
Hey,
bad.
take the loot.
Hmm.
Anyways, my
You
notice
can
is a
argue
12.
with
My
that.
stealth is a 10.
Okay. Everybody else?
You're busy role playing the whole medical emergency.
Yeah, Veronica will do a stim pack on herself.
Hey, it may not be over yet.
I'm gonna stim pack Etta as well since she just took a hit. Don't need
Thank
her
you.
getting infection. So that's gonna knock my 12 stim packs down to 11.
Okay, so it's not the.
I actually came out of this without getting hurt for once, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Since the since the 5 ganders you brought with you are dead, does anybody want to take their loot?
No, that would be disrespectful, but I will take their ammunition.
Boom's not.
Because a good soldier does not leave ammunition behind.
Boom,
Period.
Boom doesn't give a crap about disrespect. She's totally looting all
What
the
kind of
weapons.
loot? Yeah.
So, if you remember correctly, I said that this group that was sent out with some of the best gear.
Mhm.
Each of these guys has a 45 ACP pistol. With that pistol, they have 3 magazines.
Hold on.
Happy now?
Pistol.
Yeah.
Push into the holster.
How many?
But I'll let
how many
Chico
magazines?
decide what to do with the gear. But we will take
So
the
that's
ammunition.
5 M1911 pistols with 3 magazines each.
5 M19?
M1911
11.
11
Pistols.
With
with 3 magazines each. They each also had what's referred to as an F1 Freedom Arms rifle.
So there was how many of them? 5?
5.
Okay, so that'd be 5 of those.
They each had a combat knife. Shit.
There it is.
No grenades.
Oh dang, that's disappointing.
And letters for home and pictures of girlfriends and
Yeah, Boone's
mementos of mom.
Boone's just gonna disregard those because yeah, that's not really worth anything. Okie dokie.
How many magazines for the F1 rifle?
Actually, it's a trapdoor rifle. So you have a belt of ammunition that has 30 rounds.
So 30
Does
rounds.
everybody understand what I mean by a trapdoor rifle? I know
I
Matt
have
gets it, but
no
everybody else.
idea.
So a trapdoor rifle is, it's got, instead of a breech, it has a section of the rifle that actually flips up.
That is the breech.
Tilt back, the bottom comes out, but I'm thinking like a bolt breech when I think of breeches. You slide the new round in, you slap it down, so it looks like it's a big trapdoor on it. Once that thing is down, it's already locked and ready to go. You don't have to move any other bolt or anything else like that. It's a very, very simple design.
Yeah, pull back a hammer.
And it would be, in my own opinion, it would be very popular in the wasteland time because it's just so easy to make.
Yeah. Actually, you got to pull back a hammer to fire, but
2 grenades, you said?
No grenades.
No grenades.
Oh,
it's a single
No
action.
grenades.
Okay.
So you got to pull back the hammer.
Alrighty.
But the firing pin's already in place.
So you proceed through the place. You see nothing else that gives you pause. The only things that are down here that are dangerous are like vermin, rats, snakes, things like that. They all stay out of your way because, well, you now smell like death and fire. And, well, fire tends to scare animals.
Are we going to wait for Chico first?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. I forgot you did call for help. So
Yeah.
the other ganders show up. Some of them grieve over their fallen members. Chico's like, what happened?
Well, as I was saying over the intercom repeatedly, we were being ambushed by a crap load of fucking ghouls. We were outnumbered about 2 to 1.
Well, I'm glad you pulled through. I'm also glad I didn't have everybody down here or whatever the fire is because you can look at the wall and see the fire marks because it was intense heat. Would have probably killed everybody.
Well, we did have someone decide to fire off a weapon, and, well, that thing. I'm not going to say who it was.
It's combat. Things happen. Chico says
Exactly.
very, very forgivingly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you now proceed through these tunnels at a stealth and at pace. You come up into an area that looks a little bit different.
Really? You don't say.
Can you get your dice for me?
Sure.
Give me my eraser, please.
I was going to whip out a chip if it got any worse. That thing was going to suck its blue, start glowing again. I was going to go ahead and use my blue chip and nail that motherfucker. I mean, that's the thing. Once you fire it off, once that gas burns off, there's no more to worry about. So after that first big explosion,
All right, we take a while to refill the area.
yeah, it takes a while to refill. So
Okay.
you're safe after that point.
So,
If you had a little warning, we could have gotten up onto the stands on either side, but we had no way of knowing. So shit happens. It would have mitigated the damage somewhat. I just hated losing 5 more men because that makes the odds a little leaner.
Well, yeah.
so the party's coming up from this stairwell here that I marked with an X. This is a small chain link fence. Links off the area. You see the gun. Over here you see barrels and crates. You can't quite see what's beyond them. Safe to say that's probably the ammunition. Over here you see a firing station. The firing station actually has a wall that looks like that, and it's covered with a pair of viewing windows.
Oh, this brings back memories for Boom.
Is this the...
The gun sits in the center.
Mm-hmm. It's firing center.
Currently, the robots, which look like modified sentry bots, are sitting... Ow! Fuck.
What?
Crap.
Back.
Fuck, man, I forgot about the robots. I was hoping for just basic work box.
Are sitting there unactivated.
I was hoping for just for basic
They
work
apparently have no... The reason I'm drawing that way is because if you've not seen a sentry bot, it has 3 legs.
box.
2 in the front, 1 in the back.
I got that.
They don't appear to be armed with anything.
Yeah, but
There's no weapons on them, and they're saying they're dormant, just waiting.
Yeah, that's the thing though. They don't have to have
So
weapons.
if we
They're
sneaky
just making
sneaky,
huge
we could.
metal and they can squash us.
If we sneaky though, we could disable them because they're not active right now, right?
Yeah, and we need to figure out where they're controlled from, which is probably the fire control room.
In the Fallout universe, you can get behind them and just deactivate them. If you
Yeah,
had
I agree with
skill-
that. I agree with that. If we get the stuff with
And
it.
I've allowed that. If you have a repair skill, you get behind and you can try to deactivate one.
Yeah, she's the only one though that has it.
Both my characters have
Yeah.
repair, so.
But there's 4 bots, and if
The
they
whole-
get activated before you're done,
The whole area is
We have
dimly
issues.
lit by emergency lights and other things, and the canopy that's closed over the gun right now, the roof, is closed, and you see a little bit of light coming through that seam where the door doesn't quite have a tight, airtight seal anymore.
need to take the control room first.
Give me a notice roll first, see if you notice anybody moving about.
But for general notice, for general purposes, we need to take the control room first. Likely as not, that's where the robots are controlled from. Once we control that, we can disarm the robots at our leisure.
Okay,
Plus we'll
Veronica
provide
gets a
coverage.
7.
Okay.
And Boom gets an 8.
Okay.
Good for her. Boom has not been rolling well lately.
I know.
I got an 8 as well.
What's the,
Notice. Your notice skill. You don't have one, remember?
right, so it's under what?
Smarts.
Smarts. You bought it, we just need to know what you bought it at.
I'll re-listen to the audio record. I could have sworn he had at least a D4 in it.
Yeah.
Because of your adventure, he's like, I need to have this skill.
Yeah, I remember you were really pissed about not having it.
Yeah, and we have
But
leveled
again,
up.
his pre-war character wouldn't necessarily have needed it,
Yeah, I
which
know.
is why
But, yeah,
it's
but
there.
he just keeps coming up with the game so much.
11.
Just keeps coming up with the game so much, I can understand his frustration.
Okay,
15.
so you have a 15,
He actually rolled better than
and
anybody
you
else.
have a,
What do you
Matt,
have?
Yes.
Bert has a,
Oh, I told you 8.
so much going on, you need to wait till I ask you so I know what the
You
what the
did.
totals are. 15, 8,
8 and 7.
so 8 and 7 respectively. Okay, so as you all enter, you are all convinced the area is deserted except for Father Santiago, who is convinced that someone is watching us, and occasionally, you're not sure why, your eyes get drawn up to the air above the gun. There is like a almost 30-foot, there's a 30-foot ceiling
Mm-hmm.
where this dome, kind of like an observatory, closes over the gun,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you don't see anything that makes you go, look, that's suspicious, but this feeling is just like drawing your eyes upward, like, what the hell?
It's the blonde.
Okay?
What do you think, Etta? You didn't give us.
Ed looks around and goes, we're not alone.
All right, then we're now alone.
Oh.
Hey, where are you feeling it from?
She also kind of looks up.
Is there a catwalk or anything like that up there?
No. It would get in the way of the shells being fired.
I'm talking about the perimeter of the dome.
On the perimeter of the dome, yes. There'll be a
So-
catwalk up there to do maintenance on the lip of it.
Yeah, so that's likely where whatever's watching us is.
The blonde.
You thinking it's the blonde, huh?
Yep.
What blonde are you referring to?
The one that saved my ass at the
Oh,
He did mention her.
Renaissance Fair.
okay.
He did mention her.
That was kind of an odd little
Yeah,
encounter.
he did mention her.
That just struck me as foreshadowing.
Yeah, so yeah, he did mention her. Okay.
Yeah, more than once.
Y'all want to shoot whatever's up there?
No,
Well,
I
we
think
gotta,
she's an
we gotta
ally.
see it
We don't
first.
see anything. I mean, you all are looking around. It's like, there's no one here. All right, so Shiko starts issuing orders. She's like, all right,
We gotta move.
you. She's looking at Veronica. You, your team, check the gun. See if it's got anything we can exploit. See if you can find me a shell or something to explode. She starts giving orders to her team. Her team starts flushing out from this building to go like stealthily. So basically, the only people going to be left in this building are Shiko and the players as the other NPCs take off to go do their tasks.
We need to take that building.
All right, who wants to go over into the firing center?
I will go into the firing center.
So Bert's going to the firing center. Where are you going, Ronnie?
Ronnie will go over and check out the gun.
Ronnie's checking out the gun itself.
Because
Father Santiago?
What's left?
That's why I'm asking you. What do you want to check out? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna keep my eye on the
Oh, you
scaffold.
gonna do oversight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you walking along the perimeter of the building, or are you walking out in the middle, spanning around and looking around the building? So, like, are you here by the gun, spinning around looking, or are you walking around the perimeter?
Walking around the perimeter.
Santiago's on the perimeter. Chico's over here using her radio to issue orders. Etta will sit next to Father Santiago.
Boom's going Bert.
Bert. Okay.
You're
In
going
case
to
he
be one
needs
with a
help.
gun to blow it up.
Huh?
Come on, this is going to be the biggest explosion of your life.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start with the people that are on the perimeter search. I need notice rolls again from Bert and Etta, from Father Santiago and Etta.
What's this? Cool.
Difficulties again 15.
Jesus.
No, this is your schedule, dude. Don't lose that. That's all. Okay.
9.
The feeling goes away. Etta seems to be more relaxed too. As you're walking on, she whispers to you, "Are you all right? You haven't been quite right since we nabbed the bad guy." Nick Nack was his name.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Bad feeling about this.
Oh, man, I got scratches on the ass.
All right. Well, whatever it is, have faith in God. We'll face it together.
She likes you.
God's dead, bitch.
Do you say that?
No. Better not.
Okay.
Better not say that.
In the firing center, so you get in there, there's computers and stuff. There's one guy sleeping
Can
at the
Boom
counter.
Just,
Go ahead.
sorry, can Boom just slit his throat?
If she likes.
Whoa.
On his lap, there's like some old pre-war nudie magazine lying over his lap. He's like
Oh,
that, and on a line on the counter, there's empty Nuka-Cola bottles, tons of them.
wait, how important would this guy be? Would Boom recognize
Boom
him?
recognized him as one of the technicians that are responsible for firing the gun.
So would he be important to keep alive?
If your goal is to destroy the gun and the Raiders' ability to use it, he would be a target of opportunity to kill, so they cannot
Okay,
fire
yeah,
said
she'll
gun.
totally slit his throat then while he's sleeping.
Boom walks up and just very quietly takes up the knife, goes to slit his throat. Bert, do you let her?
Oh, yeah. This is war. I got no.
Cold blooded.
Boom, as I
It's
recall,
war.
Boom, if I recall correctly, is a Bastich.
Yep.
So her alignment will allow her to do that. She slits his open, blood goes pouring. He has enough time to wake up and look at her and gurgle out,
Hi.
and then he faints.
Now that was cold-blooded. No, this is war, dude. As a Marine, I would have done that to a sentry in a heartbeat, not even thought twice about it. Not even being a bastard. That's just war.
But the Bastich alignment allows you to do it without any negative things to your character like sanity loss or anything like that because it's in your personality.
I wouldn't. I would have slept well the next day.
Johnny Dangerous.
Bastich is indeed from Johnny Dangerously. It is also from the time period of the 1920s. It's a much more polite way of saying bastard.
Bastich.
You're a bastich.
I love it.
You're a real bastich. All right.
Sneaky bastich.
As you're sitting there in the firing booth, you notice that the gun has pre-plotted firing positions again. It looks like they're actually trying to adjust for range to see what happened. They've gotten in calls from a couple other villages as well as from Brightwater. So whoever we ambushed in Brightwater. Remember that session where we hit the guy with the buzz bots?
Mm-hmm.
He managed to get his message back in time. They have adjusted for fire. If this gun fires again in those pre-points, it will indeed wreck the town.
Anyway.
Question.
Delete. Go ahead.
No, this is actually halfway towards Boomer as well, and I'll actually get on the radio and talk to, Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
If we wreck these computers, how far would that set them back?
At that point, it would probably take a couple of weeks to plot each shot.
So, if nothing else goes right, at least wrecking these computers will buy us more time.
Yes.
I am going to go to fucking town on these computers.
Bert starts going to telling computers. You all can hear from the
Oh,
firing,
yeah.
but all this kind of clamor. Clang, clang, clang.
Boom's going at it with him, because hell, it's smashing stuff. She
Chico
likes
actually comes by the
smashing
viewing
things.
window and pops in, sees what you're doing, goes, okay. Goes back to her radio, sending her orders. Now Ronnie's turn, checking the gun. Give me a repair roll.
Damn it, almost lost the pin there. Make sure I didn't lose anything else. Not for good.
She got a 5.
She got a 5?
She got a 5.
Okay.
Does she even know what she's looking at?
So the gun appears to be in good operating order. It has currently got no power flowing into it. They've turned the power to the gun off.
Okay.
Probably cycling up a device this large with power would take a couple of
I
minutes.
know where to stick the shell.
You probably also have a computer somewhere in this device that runs diagnostics every time it's powered up. So you're probably looking at, once this gun is powered up, about 10 minutes before it's ready to fire.
Okay.
It's not currently active. You see the loading breech is currently open and empty.
Okay.
You imagine the shells are over there, and they probably take a robot to load because they're heavy.
Are there any, can she identify any, really good. Well, that'd probably be an explosive skill, though, wouldn't it? But like.
You have
roll
explosive
out.
skills.
Veronica does not have explosives. Boom does, though.
Well, then call her out.
This is during the same turn when you and Boom were in the firing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
she's-
just saying for future reference, call her out because we're
Okay.
busy. This thing rotates correctly.
Yes.
That's for one place you can stick explosive. This is in the
Hmm.
mechanism that rotates it. When it does rotate, it'll set off the explosive.
Oh, okay.
That's one idea.
Okay.
And again, if it's loaded, it sets off a chain reaction.
Did somebody shoot at Ronnie again?
No. So, Father Santiago,
Yes, sir.
as you are
Walking
walking
the
the perimeter with Etta, something happens. I'll get to it in just a second.
Okay.
I'll give you one more turn with the gun. Is there anything else you think you might want to do with it?
Yeah, see if there's maybe something she can disable on it.
Well, there are plenty of things you could disable. You could reroute power. You could sabotage a feed. You could, like, pour something into the gears, like sand or something else. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do sabotage it with. If you're trying to, like, completely destroy it,
Yeah, or, you know. until
completely
we
destroying it
can-
will require some kind of explosive. Probably
Okay.
turning on one of the robots, getting it to load a shell the wrong way, or load a shell and then set the timer on the shell, because the shells have timers when they explode, to detonate, like, 10 or 12 minutes from now.
So is there something that she could do that would add to, like, an explosive destruction type thing? Like, reroute-
That requires setting up an explosive with explosive skill.
Okay, so she probably would wait for Boom to come back
Okay.
out so she can consult with
So if you're done playing with the dog,
Yep.
I'm sorry.
The dog is very cute.
She is cute.
with a 19, someone would drop on you from above and kill you, except that Etta has danger sense. It's the emerging psychic ability she's getting. As you're walking along, you suddenly see her start to sweat. She grabs you and pulls you away. She falls down with you on top of her, and someone lands on the floor where you were, and you see a spark as some kind of metal object skewers the floor. And then you hear like whoosh, almost like a release of jets, as whatever it is takes off.
Fuck, it's a robot.
That or somebody has a jetpack.
And
And
something
they're
else.
invisible. They have a Pit Boy.
Stealth
And
boy.
a
Stealth Boy, I mean.
Oh, yay!
Great, we have Uber Ninja.
Etta looks up at you with sweat. She's like, we need to... And because of the psychic stress that she's been under, she still has full control of the power. She passes out on you.
Yay!
But now you know you're not alone.
I just radioed Bert.
Radio everybody.
You're not alone. I described the situation to everybody.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
The loudspeakers in the room suddenly come on, preventing you from being able to nail down where the sound is coming from. You just hear it all around you. Well, what do you know? There must actually be a god. I'm sure I had you in my sights, priest.
Oh.
I'll get that little Elsa next.
Etta.
You finally get it right. Etta is her name, but Elsa is an insult that
I
Ganders
know.
throw.
I've been calling
For
you
people
Etta the
from
whole
Fatherland.
session here, so
Yes, I know.
give me credit.
Thank you. You all have a lot of moxie trying to infiltrate my establishment. I do hope you're prepared to pay for it.
Oh,
In
great.
blood. Click.
Oh,
This is
bloody
cheap
hell.
dick.
Theatrics, really? Come on, be more original.
This is cheap.
That's Boom.
This is this is Mr. Dick, isn't it?
This is why I'm glad you don't have Percy.
Yeah, you
This
did that on purpose.
course
Get
you
rid
did.
of my robot so he wouldn't be able to be there.
So his sensors couldn't pick up the guy in the stealth boy. Yes, exactly. It's
Yeah.
exactly why I did
Yep.
this.
You
So
know
you
I'm
wanna say
gonna
it now?
armor.
You want to say it now?
What? What,
Say it.
James?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be armoring up that robot like you won't believe.
Initiative cards.
I get two.
All right, if you're not going to say it, I'm going to say it because I want to.
Oh, you're
Fuck
gonna-
you, James. Yeah, definitely fuck you, James.
Anybody have lower than a 4?
I have three.
All right, who's going first? This 3.
Whoop. I can put it in your hand. Well, it is Boom. So, what is the most explodey thing in the room?
That'd be the shells on the other side of the room.
And how bad of an explosion would that have?
One of those shells has a blast radius of roughly 50 feet.
So if you set them all
Notice
off,
I said radius, which means the diameter is 100 feet.
So if you blow
Bigger
them
than this
off at the same time,
Yes.
it
You
would
blow this
totally
entire hill
obliterate.
Hmm.
That sounds good.
We're still on said hill.
They get out, I blow it up.
That would require an explosive roll and timing. But yes, that could work. So, how's she going to get there? Because she's over there in the firing booth right now.
Well, yeah, but she's got improvised grenades.
So you're going to throw these grenades all that distance over to here?
Well, no.
So that's why I'm asking. I'm asking for a plan. What is she doing?
Well, should probably tell them it's like, okay, I got grenades, I can blow them up, you guys get out of here, problem solved.
How about you?
What about me? I'm a raider, we're supposed to die.
Nah, not acceptable. Alright.
Stop. Spirit roll. That's going to shock Boom. Someone's willing to not let her die. Someone doesn't think she's expendable. That'd be very weird for her.
This is one of the reasons why Burke hates raiders.
She only got a 6.
Boom is shocked by that. Actually loses a sanity point because of the shock.
Oh, jeez.
Ow!
You made me go insane!
But it's a good kind of insanity. It's a nice little pleasant delusion. Aw, you care, kind of thing. So she moved towards the explosives this round? Is that what I'm hearing? Or is she just going to stay there in the firing booth and wait till the bad guy's dead?
I don't know. It's like, well, what do you suggest?
Well, I kind of need you to decide because you have the highest initiative and we're running low on time.
Well, I'm going to take my M4 out because, you know, if this fucker shows up point blank range, I'm going to blow his ass off. I'm not going to try to get melee with him. And I will escort Boom to the explosives.
Okay.
All right, so I take it that you're walking somewhat cautiously.
Yeah, because I don't want this fucker to surprise me.
So I'm going to let you have 6 inches. I'm going to let you have 6 inches around. That puts you right behind this robot right now.
And I'm going to ask out. I need cover. All the cover I
Chico
can get.
backs up and puts her back to the firing wall.
Smart woman. You need to drag. You need to do the same thing with that. Drag yourself to the wall
Yep.
and start moving your way towards the stairway. Okay. Effectively, at this point, you're one of your effective combatants. So you got to watch out for Etta. That takes you out of the fight.
Tunk! Something actually locks onto the wall next to Chico. She looks down and there's a small, like 2 inch wide disc there with like 4 legs on it. What the?
Explosive.
Beep, beep. Boom!
Chico's dead?
Don't know. Can't tell between the smoke and the fire.
But she's out of the fight for sure.
Yeah.
Everything in that radius is filled with smoke and flame. Oh. I need a notice roll from Veronica.
I got an idea on how to find this guy, but I got to get her over to the explosives for the shells first before I can utilize it. All right.
See, do I want
Well, if you have a plan, move everybody around.
Yeah.
You probably want to drop a chip.
I only have 1 left though. Should I hold on to it until something?
No, you.
This is that something.
That is
That
something.
gives
darling.
you a chip though, unfortunately.
It does indeed.
Cool white,
That's because I want
please.
to get the red ones.
Really? Put it back in cool white.
No, I don't think so. I think I'll keep that blue.
I got 3 plus 2, right?
Perhaps it is the hand of God or providence or whatever, but you just think about moving a little bit to the right,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have a shadow or something pass over you. You move here, he lands right next to you,
Shoot him.
Can I shoot him? It's not my round though.
and his sword was in motion.
You just shoot him. If you can shoot him, shoot him.
Oh, I will.
Boom!
Uh-oh.
He cuts through your gun. The weapon he's using has a weird zzz hum around it.
Fire blade.
So my M4's dead.
Yep, he
It's a
just
good
cut
thing
it
I
in
have
half.
a Colt and some other guns.
Yeah,
Okay.
you still got the belt. You can
Now,
still got the.
because of a fighting
Long gun.
virtue he has, that counts as a successful hit, he gets to attack you again.
Yay.
Fortunately, he rolls a 3. He missed you this time. The blade comes back up towards Veronica's face and it passes just like an inch from her nose. And in those attacking motions, you have like this weird distorted haze in front of you, so you don't really get a good look at him. Just this hazy shape in front of you.
She knows approximately where he is.
Yep. And then he tries to retreat from the combat, giving you a chance to attack him if you so wish.
Yeah, Well, I don't. Well, my gun. He cut my gun, so I'd be
He
pulling
did
my
indeed.
Colt and like.
You can make an agility roll, try to get your gun out of the holster, since you don't have the fast draw. You can make a straight agility, try to get your gun out of the holster and use it in the same round.
Well, she doesn't have a melee weapon on her, so I mean, punching him obviously probably wouldn't do any good.
You don't know. He could not be wearing any armor. He's wearing a stealth boy and a jetpack. He may not be wearing any armor. You don't know for sure.
Well, I guess straight up punching him because I don't know how well she's gonna.
You go to punch him.
Because I mean, it's gonna be the same thing either way.
Not a problem.
And
6.
So
knock that jetpack out.
Mm-hmm.
she throws a hook, and between the surprise and the audacity, it manages to connect. Okay?
Good girl.
Roll your strength.
Not only she
Plus
helped us
1
sack,
for the
she knows how to
punch.
throw a punch.
My strength is with a measly D6. So I'm not
And she
doing a wild
allowed
die,
Weasel to
right?
sack, she knows how to throw a punch.
No wild
Wonderful.
die. Straight damage.
3,
4. So you don't do enough to really produce much of an effect, but it's jarring. For a second, the stealth boy doesn't work. It kind of like flickers, and you see that he's not wearing any armor.
Oh yay!
Yeah.
Okay? He's wearing the jetpack, and the stealth boy's on his hip. And he looks at you with the audacity, blood dripping from his lip where you've given him a bloody lip,
She just gives him a big, beautiful
and he
smile.
steps back, puts the sword up to proper fencing salute, whisks it down, and then engages the stealth boy. Zip.
Yeah, nail that jetpack.
Ah, man, I wish we could have gone because
All right. Next up in initiative order, what do we got?
I got an 8.
We got Nate.
Mm-hmm.
You got a Jack.
Yep.
Addie gets a chance to try to recover first before you guys go.
Hope so because she's probably the best shot we have at hitting this guy.
Couldn't have been why I had her pass out. Couldn't have been that at all.
No.
Somebody stim packer.
Nope, she rolls a 3. She's still out.
Really?
It's up to you, Bert.
Yep.
Can't
All right, Bert, you're next.
If I had a chip to give her, I would.
Alrighty, well, I'm definitely keeping an eye out for this son of a bitch because I'm going to nail him if I can.
Go right ahead.
Really? Come on.
You did say it was going to get progressively harder.
I did.
That's a 9. And that's an 11. One success with an 11.
Okay, what are you trying to do? Spot him?
Well, I'm trying to find this fucker as I'm
Okay,
escorting
unfortunately,
him.
because of the stealth boy, you need a 15 to find him.
Oh,
They are a pain in the ass. So you spend the turn looking for him and don't see him at all.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep Basic. I'm trying to keep
Okay.
Boomer from getting stabbed by this fucker.
That's the end of that round. New initiatives.
Since I didn't have the opportunity to shoot him,
Bert, Padre.
that's about damn time.
Anybody have lower than an ace?
Hold on.
What's lower than an ace?
Hold on, Veronica never
Another ace that isn't club.
went. Veronica never went.
Oh,
last
Veronica
time.
went last turn? I'm sorry. Yes, she did. She just punched him.
You punched him.
She punched him because she got an attack.
Oh,
Because
you're right.
he-
Okay, so let's finish
He
up your
attacked
let's
her.
finish up your action from last turn. I'm sorry, I got a little confused there. So what do you do on the end of the last turn?
Well, I don't know. Is there any way for her to determine if he's still there?
You can make a notice roll and try to find him. You do need to make a 15 to make that notice roll. That stealth boy is engaged.
Let's hope I get some explodies. No.
Okay, give me an idea roll. Smarts plus wild die, difficulty. First round of the idea, 10.
I'm hoping she has a similar idea to what I got.
Hold on. It's a D6.
Well, since she has a repair skill, I'm having her roll to see if she remembers something about the stealth boy.
Well, not only that, but I can't do anything with my idea until I get Boomer
6.
to the.
You don't have a 10 yet. Next round will be a 9. So there's a thing I'm going to call an idea roll. An idea roll is when something might occur to the character but under stress and that. Think of it right away. Each round the target number gets progressively lower because there's more of a chance it would occur to you.
This one's yours.
Something about stealth boys that they do might occur to your character because she has a repair skill. So, all right, new initiatives. Anybody have lower than an ace of clubs? Ace of spades would count. Ace of diamonds, ace of hearts. Clubs is the last part of the color code. No?
No.
All right, so the bad guy goes first again.
Don't use any of them. You don't need them.
Bert, give me a notice roll. $15.
Yeah, barely. Right on it.
You hear him before he gets in range. After he attacked her, he jumped through the air with the jetpack, got a little bit of thrust and stopped, and he's actually falling towards you. You don't see him, but you can intuit he's going to land near you. You're not sure where, though. What do you do?
Do I have any idea where he is in the air?
No.
Fuck.
That's what I'm giving you. You can tell where he's going to land.
Where he's going to land?
Yeah, he's going to land somewhere near you.
Yeah, but I can't tell exactly where near me.
Exactly.
Well, fuck, that doesn't do me a damn bit of good, really.
Well, you can intuit that he's got a sword in his hand. He's probably looking for some kind of melee attack. So probably like within an inch of your character's model. Maybe you want to like dive behind. Maybe you want to like grab her and dive behind a robot.
I want to grab her, dive under the robot. Then I'm gonna shoot his fucking legs.
So the robot's not like a vehicle. They don't really show us sentry bots as having like a lot of lift off the ground. But because it's such an inventive tactic, I'm going to allow it. Let's say maybe the robot was like high on its legs. You actually get underneath it. I like that. Okay, so you dive under the robot. Give me an athletic roll. See if you get there before he finishes his movement.
Does Boom need to roll athletics?
No, he's grabbing her.
Okay.
He's giving up his ability to attack to grab her and pull her under the robot.
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
So, is there anything that she'd be able to like
yeah,
fiddle around
dude.
programming?
Yeah.
On the robot?
Yeah, underneath the robot.
Another 4, dude.
No, they pretty much shows you have to be behind it.
Okay.
So
That's just an idea.
that's 9 so far. And a 2, so that's 11 altogether.
All right, you manage to get out of the way of his attack. You hear him land in that area before he takes off again. You hear a sword swipe as you go by. You then actually hear him jump. You hear the jetsing, engage, the whoosh. And then, unfortunately, tap! Something hits your character in the back, poor Veronica.
Yay!
Threw another bomb
What do
at
I
you.
need to roll?
How the hell is he doing that and moving at the same time? Why can't we do that?
Because he's a high-level villain.
Might have an accomplice.
Seriously, we need to just
Nope,
blow up
he's a
the
high-level
engine.
villain with several edges. You feel something actually bore into the back plate of your armor.
Dump the armor, dude.
And you
Dump
hear
the armor.
beep, beep, beep.
Shit.
She can't take her armor off.
Yes,
Sure you can.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Got
guess she
quick
drops
release
her
straps
armor.
like any armor.
It's probably an explosive, so yeah. I
Dump it in the
guess-
breach!
Okay, so one at a time. So you hear something hit your back. You hear it go beep, beep, beep. So you can intuit from the thing he threw over there that's probably an explosive.
Yeah.
You can get out of your armor.
Okay, so yeah.
That would be an action.
Ditch your armor.
And then you can, like, bolt. Where do you want to go?
Is there, I guess, dive on. Well, how far
Then
away
just
is
dive
that?
off.
You
Just,
can move up to 6 inches.
Hold on, what was her? She's got fleet-footed base paces.
Oh, so 8.
2.
You can
So-
go 8 inches.
Yeah, I added D10 when I run, so.
Well, full out run those is full out action though, but you can get to 8 inches. You can get behind one of those robots with ease.
Yeah, she'll do that.
Which robot you going towards?
See which is there any either one of them closer, or are they both basically the same distance?
That one's over 8. It'd have to be this one.
Okay, that one then.
All right. So you see Ronnie running, dropping her armor as she goes. The armor actually explodes somewhere over here. Boom. And you hear,
Great, now I
you hear
have
from above your
no armor.
loudspeakers. Well, aren't you just a wily wabbit?
Oh god.
he's
He's
nuts.
been hitting the cans a little too much. I really apologize. He would be a lot better off if he was
That's
like
where all
a
those
little
cans
bit
came from.
more at it. That's Boom.
Watching
Roll me.
Looney Tunes.
Roll me another idea roll
For who?
for Ronnie.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
See if she's. Like I said, I want to see if her idea is close to mine. Remember you got the smoke grenades?
Got an 8.
Yeah.
Nope, you need a 9 this turn. Still hasn't occurred to you. Okay, Bert, is that a 2 over there I see?
Yes, it is.
Give me that 2. 7, I see. What's yours?
I've got 4 for Boom and 6 for Veronica.
4 and 6. Okay, so Ronnie actually, I'm going to be generous and say has already acted out.
Okay.
All right, Bert, you
Yeah.
grabbed her.
Jumped onto the rope.
I'm going to allow you 1 skill action because you already acted a lot in that response. A skill action is something like a notice roll, maybe an idea roll, check a weapon, something like that.
Alright, I'm gonna do a notice roll again. Try
Okay.
and find this fucker. Because if nothing else, I can point him out and everybody else in the room can shoot at him.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving it to you.
Yes! Oh yeah, nailed him to the wall.
What's your total?
17.
Currently, he's landed on top of the gun.
He's on top of the gun! I say it over the radio net. Stay over the arena. He's
That
on
then
top of
brings
the
us
gun.
to Boom.
And I'm holding on to her. I don't want her going out there until we got this fucker killed.
What does Boom do?
I don't want you going out there until we got this fucker killed. You're the most important person in the room right now.
Yay! Doesn't exactly help.
She's the
me.
explosive expert.
Yeah, she doesn't have any gun skill, you know.
That's not even that. You're the explosive expert. To destroy this weapon and this entire installation, we need her alive.
If you let me draw a chip, can I make a recommendation?
What? If it's drawing a chip for our benefit?
For mine.
For your benefit?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
You have enough chips. You can keep what you
I've only got 5 in a legendary.
No,
It's not a lot.
Just no. I'm not giving you more advantage than you already have.
Okay.
No.
So what is Boom gonna do then?